Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2019 Chateau Domecq. It is a white wine blend of 81% Chardonnay, 19% Viognier, aged in new French oak barrels, so that's going to be cool. It is 13.6% alcohol by volume. I paid $15 for it at my grocery store, and it's from the Guadalupe Valley, Mexico. That's right, a Mexican wine. That's right, Mexico. Mexico makes wine too, and if you have a chance to get it, you can find some pretty interesting blends and pretty interesting expressions of varietals that you may have tried elsewhere, and they're actually pretty reasonable in price when you can get them here. They're just hard to find. Anyway, with that being said, let's take a look at this wine. From a color standpoint, I'm going to give you a medium gold, no artifacts, no cloudiness. And you know what? If I was doing this in an ISO glass, this might have been a deep gold. This has a lot of color on it. In terms of the nose, medium plus intensity on the nose. Wow, the first thing I'm getting is like a caramel apple. There's a little bit of like an almond note as well. There's some pear, a little bit of like a very slight touch of nectarine. The alcohol smells medium. And let's get to the taste. So in terms of the primary elements, I'm going to say they're medium to medium plus. The oak is medium plus to pronounced on the palate. The alcohol tastes medium. The acid is medium plus. And it's funny though, because the finish really extends more into like those kind of like that, almost like a citrusy realm than it does with like the caramel apple. The secondary drops off the longer you go into the finish. But the finish here is medium plus. So how's it rate? Let's get to the blick. From a balance standpoint, I'm a little bit on the fence here. I think I'm going to give you 0.75. And the reason why is there is a slightly strange mouthfeel thing going on with this wine. And not in a way where like the average person would get. It's like someone who's tried hundreds and hundreds of wines. They start to pick up on these types of things. So it's Viognier has this kind of like unctuous aspect to it, and so this oiliness you kind of expect. And I know it's only 19%, but you still expect a little bit of it to be there. However, though, it feels like the barrel notes are kind of riding on that oiliness, because in the finish, after I took a sip and the oiliness went away, that's when the secondary went away. So it's almost like those qualities of the oak are like in the Viognier oiliness, and because there's not a lot of Viognier, it doesn't stick around for very long. But when it is there, it's pretty intense. So I'm going to give you 0.75, because the rest of the wine is pretty good. It's just there's that weirdness going on with the oil and the oak that is just a little off in terms of it being integrated. Length, medium plus finish, 0.75. Intensity, medium plus on the nose, medium plus on the palate overall, so 0.75. And for complexity, I'm going to, let me think about this, because you do have a good amount of oak present, so you do have some good secondary. You do have some good primary, but I'm not getting a huge range of primary, and I'm getting just a few notes of the secondary. So I think I'm still going to end up rounding you around to half a point. So once you add everything up, you technically fall into the good wine realm, and I think that's where I'm going to keep you. And the reason why is I think this needs to age a little bit to get some complexity, see what happens with that oak and the oiliness, see if it helps integrate a little bit more, allow it to develop some tertiary aspects, and then from there, see how it all comes together. I think this wine has potential to be very good if those things go well. If not, then it's going to probably dial back more into the solidly good realm around like the 2 to 2.25 points mark. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's review, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the Chateau Domecq white wine blend? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another review from Wine on the Dime.